So welcome, Luca Marini, now Repsol Honda team rider, which is a little bit different to the last time you joined us, when I think it was last year in Qatar. Yeah, I thought it was. To the MotoGP podcast, Last on the Brakes. I think there's lots to talk about. You always talk super well as well, so we thought you'd be a great guest for a podcast catch-up. You've had a very interesting year so far, obviously part of a huge project, but we're going to start with something that's very exciting, especially for you. How are you, and what is the exciting news and experience you've just had on the way into the Australian GP?
Hi, I'm feeling great. It's just an unbelievable moment of my private life, but also on the sports side, I'm really satisfied about this season so far. I knew that the results maybe are not fantastic or what we want, but everything is going in the good direction. It's part of the process to come back to achieve great results. And at home, it's just everything fantastic. Really pleased that my baby decided to burn in the perfect moment.
Right,
so
she timed it correctly, right?
Exactly. So nothing can be better than this at the moment.
You do seem very, I don't know what the word is, not quite zen. It's not quite the full Frankie, chill.
Yeah.
But you just seem very, you know what you're doing, you know where you're going, everything's rolling on well. Maybe, like you say, from the results, people would expect you at times to be more like, oh, but it is a project that you've signed up for, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, exactly. From inside, trust me, is different, the feeling. I know that at the end of Sunday night, everybody looks at the result and you see always yourself in the back, in not a fantastic area, but from inside everything is different, and I felt a lot of improvement since the beginning of the season, and all the engineers are doing a great job. I'm feeling a lot the support of all of them, and we are doing great things and reaching a good level. The direction is very good, but still we need time, because we are competing in the most difficult category in the world, in motorcycle world, and competing with fantastic other manufacturers, but we are Honda, and we will come back to the victory.
That's it, good. Then you went into factory rider mode, we are Honda.
Yes.
But yeah, so obviously before you've had some success, podiums in MotoGP, which is no mean feat, but like you said, Honda, being a factory rider, before you with Valentino's team, independent team, obviously great bike, and not a bike that you develop. Sure, setup, there's still plenty of work to do to get it where you want it and to make the best of what you have. But how different is it now being part of a factory and being part of leading that project?
Yeah, I would say that there are a few things really exactly the same. You are at the end trying to do your best results at the end of the weekend. This doesn't matter. The team with which bike you are riding is your personal goal. Try to achieve the best results and to enjoy riding a MotoGP bike. But also as a factory rider, many changes comes in your mind, in your way to work, because every time that you come back to the garage, there are many engineers waiting for your feedbacks, for improve the performance for that exactly moment, but also for the development of the bike for the future. So in terms of changes, for sure, there are also more responsibilities, but I really love this position, talking a lot with engineers, also on the technical side of the bike, try to draw pieces together. Also, especially on the aerodynamic side, at the beginning of the season, we did an amazing job, and trying to share with them comments, feedbacks, opinions is great. Is another part of the job. That if you are part of a satellite team, for sure, you are not focused on it. You are more focused on just your pure performance, your riding style, and how to beat the others. That is also part of
Still when you're a factory rider.
Yeah, exactly.
So when you get back to the box then, say if you've got a new part or you're trying something different, how do you communicate what you feel on the bike to the people in the garage and the engineers? Because I'm sure it's not as simple as it seems, because they also are not riders and you are not an engineer. Well, obviously you understand the bike to a high level, but how do you put it into words and explain? Is that a difficult part of it, or?
I think that first of all is the communication between European and Japanese. Is a little bit different. With Japanese, you have to be careful on your words and try to speak slowly. Sometimes I speak too quickly, and then maybe they lost something. So this was part of also my personal growth at the beginning of the season. Try to understand how to communicate in the best way with them, because everybody inside of the team with more experience than me told me that this was one important thing to learn as soon as possible. And now I'm feeling great talking with them and try to explain everything in a clear way as I felt it on the bike. So just the exactly feelings that I have, and then also sometimes after the practice my personal opinions about new pieces or new things that we can improve for the future, trying to make like a priority list. For this I saw that is working very well and give us a good direction for the development of the bike during the season.
Okay, cool. So obviously you and them then is important. Then there's also 4 of you at the moment who are like mainly contributing to the Honda project, obviously, because you work quite closely with the LCR guys as well, with Zarko and Taco.
Yeah, everything
with their info and input.
Yeah.
So how does it work then? Okay, so you've given your info, Juan's given his, they've given theirs. How does it become sort of the direction, or how does it work from that point? I think it's interesting for fans when you do have factory team, independent team, 4 very different riders as well. Mm-hmm. What's your experience of how it fits together?
Yeah. For me it's important to have more riders, because each rider has a slightly different riding, and you can have more feedbacks from different perspectives. For example, Zarko is always focusing a lot on the exit of the corners. Also in Ducati it was his strongest point, so for me it's good listening to him on this aspect, because it's really, for him, it's very important, the exit from the corners. Or Mir is entering in the corners super fast, so he always wants a very good feeling in entry, and he's very good on this. And it's interesting to hear also his comment on this specific part of the entry corner. And then also we have Taka that can speak with the Japanese in Japanese. This is also great. It's fantastic, because for sure his
and
comments,
with you, right? So you can communicate very well between each other.
Yeah, exactly. This is I think fantastic for the development of the bike, and we can share information to all our engineers. At the beginning of the season, for me, it was quite clear the direction. Then more or less everybody comes on my way, and now we have same bikes, also same settings. Everything is super similar between one and another, even we have different riding styles, but the things on the bike are almost
So what was your direction?
I personally would say this, but maybe the other riders arrive to this, just following their direction, their feelings. But it's good that we are always on the same plan, because this means that we are doing a good job with sharing the same feelings and same feedbacks to the engineers, that now we have to keep following this path, but with more upgrades and finding more performance.
So is it giving you like a different feeling of satisfaction or joy than it is when you're right at the front? Because you do seem like you're genuinely like quite fulfilled by the project. Like every time I've seen you this year, you're just like, hi. Yeah. Like, there's no like, oh no, I got 2 points here, or oh, this didn't go quite right, or any of that. Is it just a different feeling being part of this?
Yes, Sure, that is different. I know very well that if I will be able to make all the correct moves or the correct improvements on myself, but also on the project, on the bike, then the results will arrive. And for me, at the moment, making 2 points or 0 or 10 doesn't make the difference. Last year I finished 8th, but I was not happy. So this year I will finish 20th, but maybe I'm happier this year because I know that I'm part of a project and that can be great for the future and arrive to fighting for the title in the next few years. So the vision of my future here is great, is bright, and I just want to keep working like this and improving myself every day that I'm on the bike because we can do a great job.
I guess the kilometers are also important, right? If you're pushing too hard and you fall off on lap 2, it's less data, it's less input that you have towards a project, or is that not so important? With the amount of testing you've been doing as well?
The kilometers this year are quite a lot. I arrived in this last part of the season quite, not tired, but stressed.
Feeling the difference.
Yeah, because at the end I think that not every week of this year I was on the bike, but
nearly.
Almost, yeah.
I can imagine.
So it's quite tough, but every time with smiling and trying to do my best, because at the end I'm really lucky to be able to ride a MotoGP bike, even if it is every week, because I enjoy every time that I'm on the bike, so it's just a great feeling. And yeah, I'm trying to enjoy this. So for sure, finish races and collect more data is very important for the engineers, for have also for them data to analyze, because when you make just a few short run in the practice, you have just 2-3 laps to analyze. If you make a full race, you have 27. So is another amount of data.
So looking ahead to the future then as well, quite exciting little shuffle announced. Was it last week or the week before? Yeah, it was in Japan, right?
Japan.
Where we have the Sterlicchini Albesiano Tango, 3 manufacturers. Yes. So on your side as well, there'll be Alicia Spargaro also arriving to Honda as part of the project going forward. Taka will be development rider as well.
Yes.
What do you feel about next year and all of those changes? Are you excited to see that and to see more investment in it and new faces coming on board?
Really excited, yes. Yeah, I think.
I was like, don't stop there, please.
No. Honda make the correct moves. I think that now MotoGP is changing so much, and you have to be part of this new MotoGP era. So you have to invest a lot to have a very good test team with good riders, good engineers, and we are making a step. But still, we need more time. I think this is the first good step. Since the beginning of the season, the things are changed, but I hope that this will keep improving through the years, because it's never enough. And now Ducati set a really high level, and if you want to beat them, you have to be perfect and try also to have the regulation on your side, as things changed in the past, with when Magneti Morelli was introduced for everybody. I think that in the past many things arrived that damaged a little bit the power of Honda, and now we need a little bit more time to prepare ourselves in the best way in this new era.
Interesting. So for fans who don't know what that is, that's a standardized ECU. So basically the electronics across the grid are all the same, or at least the base level unit is the same.
Yeah, this and many other technical things that helped the other manufacturers to come back to arrive at the level of Honda in the past and let them win also now. So now we have some concessions, but for sure are not so big impact compared to the past.
Okay, interesting. I guess we'll see the impact then next year of those guys. Do you hope with Taka and Aleix maybe you'll be on the bike a little bit less, or are you still expecting every week Saddle up.
No, for me, no problem. We can go every week.
Still fresh.
Yeah. But for sure, with more riders, will be better for all the engineers to have more data to try more things. So maybe they don't need us, but every time the factory riders are the riders that have to bring their results home. So it's important also that we try to test many things as soon as possible.
So, like I told you before we started recording, we also have fun questions.
Okay.
As I also told you, because I checked where you visited, we have our MotoGP hospitality, CTA, for fans to come and meet the likes of Luca. You went to in Misano, you said?
Yes.
First Misano?
Yes, every year in Misano.
Every year in Misano.
Yeah.
I like how you already have it in the diary.
Exactly.
Like, of course, it will be me.
Yeah.
But do you enjoy that experience of seeing the fans up close and personal? There's a lot of opportunities in a race weekend now to do that. You've got your hero walk, you've got the rider parade from the bus, and then the hospitality even closer to do some more.
Yeah, many opportunities to see us, and I hope that they will improve in the future, because we need to feel the energy of the fans, and I think it's just great to try to spend a little bit of time with them, and something that is good for the show, is good for everybody, and my side will always enjoy do these kind of things, because I know that is also an important part of our job.
It is, for sure. So, fan questions. Are you ready? The first one is why I didn't ask you more at the start. From Gusandayana, not sure where you're from, sorry if that's pronounced wrong. How are you feeling after becoming a dad?
Great emotion. I think that there was like a peak of emotion when the baby, the exact moment of the birth. It was great to be there with Marta, sharing this unforgivable moment with her. Now I could enjoy some days with the baby at home. For sure, when I will come back home after 3 weeks, the things will change a lot. The baby will grow up a lot, but I'm trying to ask to Marta to send me a lot of pictures to keep in touch.
You need like the live stream.
Exactly.
Okay, so next one from Angel MGM18. Now that you have a baby, brackets, congratulations, does it change anything for the future or not?
No, I don't think so. I felt more peaceful inside, especially when I hold the baby. Is a great feeling, and this gives me really more relaxed time at home, and I think it's important to enjoy this time at home, for be ready to come here at the tracks in the GPs, and give my 100%, even more than before. Try to take motivation and energy also from my daughter, and try to be her hero.
Oh, that's cute. I feel like a lot of people talk about the perspective it gives you, but I feel like you're one of the riders who's had the best perspective for quite a long time. So maybe for you, it's like, yeah, I'm just more relaxed now, even more than before. Next one, easy classic question from, I'm not sure, Che Ambara. Maybe you're from Argentina, maybe you're not. Che Ambara. What is your favorite food after the race?
Food after the race.
Yeah. So I imagine they want like your trash food option.
Yeah, I know.
You have a cheat.
Yeah, but it's difficult, because depends if you have to fly back home on Sunday night, or you have in the morning, in the Monday
Imagine
morning.
you can choose anything. Like it's 6 p.m. on a Sunday.
If I can choose everything and I'm at home, I would like a cappelletti in brodo. Some Italian dish is like a pasta with inside the meat and cheese, parmesan, and other ingredients with the broth. It's like a winter dish, like a Christmas dish.
It feels like a very nice winter warmer.
It's fantastic.
Christmas dish, wow, okay. So from Diego Alfonso Bilan, are you still training with the academy, and did your relationship with it change after moving to Honda?
No, I think that our relationship still is exactly the same. We are really good friends out of the track, also in the track, but in a slightly different way.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are training together. We are. What has changed a little bit is that with the big amount of tests that I have now, is that it's difficult to to train always with them because they maybe go to training with bikes on Wednesday, but I have a test. Or I already make a test on Monday and I'm a little bit tired of bikes and I want just to relax or go to the gym. So this is a little bit what has changed this year, in my opinion.
Well, that's good. You've got one of the records, right, at the ranch? Was it you?
Yeah, every record.
Oh, wow, yeah. Okay, sorry. Final question. Bread Small wants to know, how is it to work with Alberto Puig?
It's fantastic. You from behind the cameras, you cannot feel the humanity of Alberto. He's a really great person and always on the side of the rider, and this is fantastic to feel to have a team manager like this. It was a great surprise. I have a lot of good story to tell you about, even if it's just 1 year that we work together, but this is not the place to.
We'll have to invite you back next year to do the Alberto Puig story segment. Yes. And just give us the stuff.
Yeah, but really pleased to work with him.
Well, that's good. So I think that's it, because now you have another engagement that you must run off to. Yeah. So we must say thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure. It's always nice to get inside the project like Honda as well, and have a great weekend.
Thank you so much. See you next time.
See you.
Ciao.